Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to make absolutely delicious ratatouille. This is an extremely traditional French recipe which is very popular all over the world these days. If you are new around here, my name is ChaThu'S. I am a chef by trade. My goal for this channel was to share my knowledge, techniques and great recipes. Thank you and let's get started. Alright, let's start this recipe by preheating the oven. Then place a medium pot of water to boil. We're gonna blanch tomato in it along with 1 tablespoon salt. In this recipe I'm using 4 large tomatoes. You can take off the stem and then so this way you can minimize the wastage. Here you can see, and then cut kind of egg shape at the back, so this will help to remove the skin. Meanwhile we can place the bell pepper into the oven and at 210 degree around 8 to 9 minutes along with some olive oil. When water starts to boil, you can put your tomatoes which we cut earlier. Keep it around 30 to 40 seconds. Meanwhile, we can do the mise en place for sauce. If you are wondering what is mise en place, which means preparation before the cooking, you know. So I'm gonna cut the top end of the onion. Those you can save for the stalks later on. You can cut medium-sized slices. It doesn't have to be super fine. Anyway, we're gonna blend this sauce at the end, so it doesn't matter. Be sure not to waste any of this nearby the root. You can cut off all this and you can save this one for the stock as well. This is what pretty much we are looking for. Now it's ready to remove from the oven. While the tomato and bell pepper cooling down, we're gonna continue to do our sauce mise en place. So we're gonna need 5 cloves of garlic. Here we have 2. That's it. You can use these root ends for these stalks and as well as garlic skins. And how we easily peel the garlic, push it down this way. You can get the garlic skin off very easy. Once we are done with finely slice, we can cut in other way everything together. So that way you will get kind of roughly chopped. This one we can use for the stock. You can keep aside. So this doesn't have to be perfect. You can just roughly chop. 2 sticks of celery will be perfectly fine, and that also we'll place aside. Last ingredients for the sauce is half medium carrot. Off cuts we can keep for the stalks. Just roughly chop these carrots. So after allowing the roasted bell pepper to rest in the room temperature, cool down in room temperature, we can remove the skin now. And the reason behind we roast it in the oven, it gives the nicely roasted flavor into the sauce, as well as we can remove the skin. You know, skin is, you can remove the stem. As you can see, it comes along with it, all the seeds, almost everything. Roughly chop the bell pepper. And clean and chop the tomato and bell pepper at the end of the preparation, and that way you can avoid the multiple cleaning. Start to roughly chop the tomato, and this is the last preparation of our sauce. So then we can prep our sauce. Instead of using blanched tomato, you can also buy this peel canned tomato from supermarket, but I would like to show it most authentic way from the scratch, so that's why I'm doing so. In order to cook our sauce, we can place a medium thick bottom pan on a stove and then switch on the stove. Allow pan to heat up for 2 to 3 minutes. And when the pan is slightly hot, we can add around 10 grams of butter, along with it about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. Add the garlic that we chopped earlier. The carrot as well as celery. Give it a nice mix and then cook about 5 to 6 minutes. We can add fresh oregano. If you don't have fresh oregano, you can also add dried oregano as well. Then some thyme as well. And 1 spoon of tomato paste. Give it a nice mix and then allow it to cook about 2 to 3 minutes more before we add our tomato and bell pepper. Chop bell pepper and tomato. And if you have vegetable stock, you can add vegetable stock. It will enhance the flavor. But also I'm gonna add here water, a little bit of water, around 20 milliliters. And I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt, and along with it some cracked black pepper. Remember, you can always add, but you can take it out. Be sure to stir the saucepan every now and then, frequently. Otherwise the sauce might get burned. In the meantime, till our sauce get cooked, we can slice our vegetables for ratatouille. Then we can slice the zucchini, and that also, all these vegetable has to be almost the same size. And for this ratatouille recipe, we're gonna use eggplant, tomato, zucchini and bone marrow. While you are cutting vegetable, be sure to frequently stir the sauce, otherwise it will get burned on the side. This is how our sauce look like after 30 to 35 minutes of cooking time, and I was stirring this one frequently. Reason why we made this sauce almost as a puree. When we bake the ratatouille in the oven, the raw vegetable will release enough moisture. So if we make the sauce quite runny, our ratatouille will be too runny. So that's the reason behind we made this one quite thicker, almost as a puree. So don't worry about that. We're gonna cut eggplant. We have to put our eggplant in the water. After thinly slicing vegetable, we can blend up our sauce, and then we can assemble the dish. I'm gonna add in the blender. This is how it is look like after blending for 1 minute, and this is what exactly our baking tray, and then we can spread evenly. Now here we are at fun part. So we can arrange those vegetables with beautiful color combination, and then zucchini. So we can repeat the process. So you can see as I'm doing, you can follow along, and it will take a little bit of your time, yes, but believe me guys, it's super fun to do it, you know. So here we have beautifully arranged vegetable over our sauce, and we're gonna add some olive oil on it before we bake it, and then along with it finely shredded oregano, and then a little bit of thyme, and around 1 teaspoon of salt just to season the raw vegetables, and finally some cracked black pepper. Be sure to use a parchment paper before you bake in the oven, aluminium foil. Before you cook in the oven, be sure to preheat the oven, and you can cook in the oven 170 centigrade 1 hour and 15 minutes, or else 340 Fahrenheit 1 hour and 15 minutes. In last 15 minutes, be sure to remove the foil, and that will help to remove the excess moisture. And here we have our absolutely delicious ratatouille, and you can add some Parmesan cheese to enhance the flavor, but as long as you don't add Parmesan cheese or butter, this will be a perfect vegan dish as well. And let's give it a try. This is absolutely beautiful. This recipe is perfect to try out at home for special occasions, as well as to impress your guest, and also easily can serve for 4 people. I really hope you enjoyed the video and I was able to teach you something. Leave me a comment below, and what did you think about the video. If you haven't done already, consider subscribing to my channel to learn much more about culinary. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.